Alright, so with that, I'm going to switch gears a little bit and get this story out to you guys at the same time. It's the Rifd chip to show you that we're almost at the last, okay?
Futuristic film. Humans injected with a tiny chip holding the key to all of their private information.
But as you're about to see in our CBS 46 investigation, it's not fiction. In fact, it's being marketed in Georgia as life-saving technology. So why do some experts say it's potentially deadly? CBS 46's Kim Fedek investigates.
It's used in key cards, prepaid tolls, even checked luggage. It's called RFID technology, or radio frequency identification. Small chips that store information.
So here's the chip.
And now that same technology is literally available in the flesh, with chips injected right into people's arms.
It says it burns a little bit. That's about it.
Atlanta firefighter John Santola was injected with the chip about the size of a grain of rice.
You notice that's
the number on
that's a Jake. Okay, that was a Issachar, right?
Chip is linked to a database with Santola's medical history.
I think it'll help me in case of emergency.
Santola was chipped when Florida-based Verichip Corporation set up a booth at an Atlanta firefighter
Well,
conference.
he might be a terror, though.
They market
By
the
his
chip
spirit, he
primarily
might be
for
a terror.
safety reasons, storing medical information for first responders, Alzheimer's patients, even children.
It is the only product that has been approved by the FDA for this specific purpose.
The FDA approved the use of chips in humans in 2004, but since then it's caused quite a bit of controversy with some consumer groups, concerned about privacy, even health concerns.
These are very powerful tools, especially if they fall in the hands of somebody with political ambitions.
One of the loudest voices of opposition is right here in the Boston area, a Harvard doctor and author of spy chips.
These technologies will not make us safer.
Now, we're going to get into why the Most High said don't do this, man. So for you Jakes out there to want to get into this, I'll probably put this on the second half. But you Jakes out there wanting to go ahead and get this chip, this is what's going to happen to you. There's just not, the Most High didn't say don't eat pork for no reason. Because it causes parasites and it's not healthy for the body to function in a proper manner that it was created, okay? Just like he says, don't be a faggot or homosexual, because you're going to catch, it brings disease, it's confusion, and it's an abomination. It's against nature. Just like all the laws are set up for our benefit, and this is going to show you why it says don't take this chip. Besides it being the mark of the devil, okay? Besides it being the death signature, okay, this is why.
Sitting ducks for Big Brother.
Dr. Catherine Albrecht also compiled 16 years of studies she says prove the chip can cause cancerous tumors.
Cancerous
Clear as
tumors.
day that these tumors were not only malignant, but they metastasize, they spread to the lungs, the liver, the thymus, the brain.
These pictures show the tumors growing around the
Look, for you weak-minded Israelites out there, fucking King General Yohana, king of the 2/3, man. Look at this. Talking about it's an embargo. That's a chip, and that's the tumor around it. Malignant. I can't, Salakia for not knowing what malignant, but I'm thinking it's, so it's a vicious form of a tumor, okay? I know a little bit, but I don't want to quote it and be wrong. But look at that, man.
chip in the mice and rats.
Certainly the company, I mean, they've done, I think, a tremendous...
Because the body rejects it, man. The Most High didn't make that to be in there. The devil don't know what's right and wrong.
job of keeping that information under wraps for the last several years.
We sat down with the chief medical officer of Verichip and asked about the link to cancer in mice.
Yeah, I am not aware. I mean, I would have to take a look at what's out there right now. I'm not aware of any issues at this point.
But weeks later, Verichip sent 26 pages of literature claiming the incidence of microchip-associated sarcoma in rodents is very low, and claims the mice in at least one of those studies were genetically engineered to be tumor-prone.
No doubt in your mind that this is safe for us medically.
Yes, I mean, from everything that I've seen, it's...
And listen to that. Hold on. They just slipped in something real crazy, man. How do they make a rat tumor prone? You ask yourself that question. How do they make rats prone to tumors? So if they can the studies on if they can do it to animals, 9 out of 10 times they can do it to humans. So what makes you think that they haven't made humans tumor prone, cancer prone?
Very superficial. It's been in the animals for 20 plus years.
Johnson Tola won't need to worry about the cancer debate. His chip fell out after 2 days.
The Most High pushed the chip. I ain't gonna say the Most High. I think it might be marked for death anyway, but the chip was pushed out of his body. It didn't take it.
Days.
Would you get it again?
I would not get it again.
To me, this is the future of medicine.
But how far in the future? Well, Verichip advertises the technology in use at 8 Atlanta area medical facilities, including Crawford Long Hospital, Emory University, and DeKalb Medical Center.
Well, that's it on that. But let's get to these verses real quick, just to end it out. This is Revelations 13 and 16. Revelation 13, 16, and it says, we'll start at 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Alright? That's his chip. It's gonna get to a point, if you don't get down with this, you're gonna lose your life. Alright? And it says, and he calls us all, both small, great, rich, and poor, free, bond. Okay, well, how does all those people somewhat have something in common? They all get sick. They all need medical treatment. Alright? It says, he causes both small, great, rich, and poor, free, bond to receive a mark in their right hand or their forehead. And that no man may buy, sell, save that he had the mark of the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and the number is 666. Alright? So with that, I'm going to say all praise to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai. Double honest to others is GMS. Okay? And definitely much love to you brothers coming by to get edified, and I hope it edifies you greatly, and I hope you take this information to heart. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.